Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We're just going to talk about the team roster for Team USA in the Japan All-Star Series. And now we're going to talk about the Professional Women's Hockey League, or PWHL. We are going to be talking about two things, Brittany Howard's transition from player to coach, and PWHL Toronto's team culture. So let's begin with Brittany Howard. Also, I did receive a comment, wasn't Beasley cut from Buffalo? And apparently he is finished with Buffalo. I'm not really sure about the entire situation there, to be completely honest with y'all, but yeah, that's what I heard, is that he is done on there, unfortunately. So going on to the PWHL though, Brittany Howard recently retired from playing in the PWHL to become head coach of the under 16 and under 19 girls team with the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite organization. That is an adorable team name. She will also work as the skills development trainer for the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Howard is returning to a place she considers a home away from home. She studied at and played for Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, a 15-minute drive from where she will be working, earning a master's degree in leadership and an undergraduate degree in sports management. As a player, she was the team's MVP 3 times, Player of the Year in 2017 and 2018, and Pittsburgh Sportswoman of the Year in 2017. Howard was drafted by the Buffalo Beauts and the National Women's Hockey League, but opted to play with the Toronto Furies and the Canadian Women's Hockey League in 2018 to the 2019 season. She joined the Premier Hockey Federation for the 2022 to 2023 season and was the leading scorer for the Toronto Six, who won the 2023 Isabelle Cup. An 8th-round pick in the PWHL draft, Howard had 8 points in 23 games in the league's inaugural season, but the coaching bug never really went away. Howard said, quote, "This opportunity was one that I couldn't pass on. It hit all the key markings to make me make a tough decision to hang them up, but also obviously I'm getting old, so you never know when your time is going to be done," she said, unquote. It was a tough decision. Quote again, she added later, my bad. "It was a tough decision, but I'm excited for the opportunity ahead. I've worked in skills development for the last 10 years alongside my playing career. To be able to go to the rink every day and be on the ice with the kids and teach them the game of hockey is something that I really enjoy doing," unquote. Despite what sort of appears to be an early departure, she is proud of her time in the PWHL, and Howard said, quote, "I was lucky enough to be drafted to a place that's close to home and have my family and friends come to watch me play throughout the season. We had an incredible year in the inaugural season, and that's something that is only going to happen once," unquote. So now I'm going to talk about the PWHL Toronto. The inaugural season of the PWHL has wrapped up, providing a chance to reflect on what we've learned about all 6 teams, particularly their culture and identity. Today we're going to deep dive into what PWHL Toronto developed in their first season. Their key staff was General Manager Gina, Kingsbury, and Coach Troy Ryan. The team leaders were Blayre Turnbull, Jocelyne Larocque, Renata Fast, and Natalie Spooner. In Toronto, the team's identity was really clear from the start, a squad loaded with national team management and talent, making it the most Canada-heavy group in the PWHL. The familiarity among players and Coach Ryan initially gave them an edge in team chemistry. However, after losing 4 of their first 5 games, the team's unity was tested. They leaned on veterans like Larocque, who stated, quote, "Maybe it's good to go through adversity now," unquote. Defender Fast added, quote, "The confidence never wavered. We'd lose and be disappointed, but felt it was coming. It never felt like a switch was flipped, just progress each game until we hit that win streak," unquote. Natalie Spooner's immersion as the league's leading scorer boosted Toronto's confidence. Her energy and optimism, along with her goal-scoring prowess, were pivotal in their success. Coach Ryan emphasized the importance of the trust within the team, highlighting the leadership group's role in maintaining communication between players and coaches. Coach Ryan said, quote, "Our identity comes from the people in that locker room. With leaders like Larocque, Fast, and Turnbull, I never worry about the right things being said. I trust them to constantly do what's best for our program," unquote. Toronto's identity is built on maturity, poise, and reliance on their system and each other, even through adversity. GM Kingsbury and Coach Ryan's calm assurance was evident as the team settled in during March, setting a city record with an 11-game win streak. Goaltender Kristen Campbell, who struggled early on, found her form and was named the league's top netminder by the season's end. Playing in the smallest arena in the league, which was Mattamy Athletic Center with a capacity of around 2,800 people, Toronto's fans contrasted sharply with the corporate ticket holders at Maple Leafs games. The energy in the building grew more upbeat as the teams gelled and found ways to win, ultimately finishing first in the league. Physical play was a cornerstone of Toronto's success. They excelled in making plays after they contact with one another, killing penalties, wearing down opponents, and being hard to play against. They also managed players' ice time wisely, relying on depth to keep everyone rested. Players like Jessie Koffer and Victoria Batch were crucial during late season games. Toronto entered the playoffs firing on all cylinders. The move to a larger Coca-Cola Coliseum seemed to suit them as they defeated their semifinal opponent, Minnesota, in the first 2 games. However, an unfortunate knee injury to Spooner in Game 3 tested the team's veteran poise. Without Spooner's confidence and reliability, the team's offense sort of dried up, leading to their defeat by the eventual Walter Cup champions. Despite not winning the championship, Toronto's identity as one of the league's strongest teams is still solidified. They continued their high standards at the draft, selecting forward Julia Gosling, Patty Kazmaier, award-winning Izzy Daniel, and hometown defender Megan Carter with the 6th pick in every round. The addition of free agent scoring star Daryl Watts from Ottawa and Emma Woods from New York further demonstrates that nothing less than the best is acceptable for PWHL Toronto. So that concludes our show for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, presented to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you guys once again, and have a wonderful day.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to